Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Hola, peoples. I hope everyone's doing well. I missed all my Facebook peoples yesterday. That's where that's where my business is. That's where kind of I started. So I get a lot more interaction from Facebook, which is why, y'all, it is so important for you to follow me across social media. Well, really, follow me on subscribe to me on YouTube and hit that bell notification, so if something like that happens, and I'm going to keep saying it, but if something like this happens again, which it will, you at least have, you'll get notified when I go live on YouTube. As well, make sure to subscribe to my email list, because if something happens like this again, I can at least email you and say, hey, this is where we're going to be. This is what we're doing. So yeah, do all of those things. Well, hello, Diane. Hello, Raylene. Hola, peoples. What's up? What's going on? What's good? Tell me something exciting. Tell me something fun. Tell me something adventurous. Tell me something, because I'm nosy. Um, we just got back. I feel like I don't remember what I've told you. I feel like, oh my gosh. So that picture of the cornbread that I posted, that I made, was so delicious, but it's one of those catch 22s, because I love it. Was so good. It was so, so good. But it also reminds you, for people who have diabetes and other things, but for me personally, type 2 diabetes, but it reminds you how food can be so toxic, how food can be poison. I believe sugar is poison anyways, but it really is poison. I had it and I enjoyed it, and then I didn't, because I could feel it poisoning my body, and I was my body was feverish. It was just gross. It was just not fun. But yeah, it's so annoying. So I did that. Well, hello, Steph. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna get into our cards in a second. We're gonna do two cards. I already pulled one, and then I'll pull another as we go. We're working with Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. So it should be fun. And if you think anyone might enjoy this experience, please invite them, share this with them. Always feel free. The more, the merrier. And always feel comfortable expressing yourself and sharing your thoughts and perceptions as we converse about the cards, because these are just points of contemplation where we can just discuss and talk about and feel through. But yeah, I just got back I got a coupon. I got a coupon for Joann's, and that is so... I got $5 off of $5 purchase. And of course, yeah, I had to buy more than $5, because why not? But I got some really cool yarn for a project I'm working on, and I was able to find graph paper. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to design. A thing that I'm working on, a project. So we'll see. I needed the graph paper. Anywho, I hope everyone's doing good. Well, good evening, Roseanne. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Well, hello, Tilin. Um, Rise, Sister Rise by Rebecca Campbell. Awesome. Same Rebecca Campbell? I don't know. I don't know. That's cool. So, well, hello, Kristen. Ooh, I like your hair. Um, Okay, let's get into this. Good evening, Kaylin. The first card that we're going to discuss. Oh my gosh, I really can try to talk sometimes appropriately, sometimes not so much. But oh my gosh, you were just enjoying. Me too. Yeah, it's dangerous. I kind of like Joanne's better than I do Michael's right now. Yeah, I don't know. So. All right. The first card we are going to discuss is the mirror. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? What's the first thing? First thing, boom, that pops into your head. Who or what is triggering you? Boom, go. You don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, but write it down or whatever. But who or what is triggering you? The first thought that pops into your head. Go ahead, and just make note of it. So let's see. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. Through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. What? I can't. What is triggered? Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't even know. I don't know. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. Often it is. It's like, we see something and it's like, oh, I don't like that. Like, I don't, it's just like, we just know. And for me, a lot of times, like when someone reminds me of my father or certain family members, I'm like, oh, I just get so frustrated and angry and all kinds of different things, right? So people and situations can trigger it, or oh my goodness, y'all. I maybe had too much coffee today. Bear with me. It's also Mercury retrograde, and Mercury loves me so much. So we have fun during this time. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light, mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those who we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Okay, so questions, y'all. Oh, Kristen, I feel ya. I feel ya. Who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that you are Oh my goodness, why? What is it in you that they are triggering, and what part of you longs to be witnessed? I like that. Ooh, let's take some time. Write these down. Yes, who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering, and what part of you longs to be witnessed? Ooh, California or Canada? I'm in California. I'm in Northern California though. Oh, I love California. Oh my gosh. So much fun. So let's talk. Let's talk. So the mirror comes. I know. Let's be honest. It always does. Well, and Mercury's in my first house, so it's always so personal. Mercury likes to get personal with me, and I'm like, bitch, please. Let's not this time. Can we just be nice? Not always. And so I like the mirror. I do because, well, good morning, Katrina. I always want to say Katarina, but I don't know why. Every time I see your name, I always want to say that, but it's Katrina. Ugh, I don't know. So, Mir, who or what is triggering you? Um, I like the way that this comes up for us because it's opportunities for growth. It's like, okay, this is something that I am seeing, and I am getting the opportunity to work through. This is being flagged up because I don't want to take this with me. Whatever is triggering me, I don't want to take this with me. You know what I mean? I want to move forward in my life, and I don't want to be attracting from this place where I'm getting triggered at, right? So I understand that now I have an opportunity to, maybe work through this a little and find a better way to handle a situation and see that, okay, I get this. I get that this is coming up for me. I get that this is activating something within me, and I can work through that. I can look at different angles from the situation and perceive it differently. So when it does get activated again, I can respond to it in a different way. Does that make sense? another thing I like about this is it's also like, what do I need to be witnessed, right? I think that this is also a time where I just want someone to see me for who I am. I just want people to look at me and witness me the way that I really am, the way that I feel. I want to be seen. And for this, right? I think that this is a time where we need to give ourselves that as well. We need to command our space. We have a lot to offer. We have a lot of wonderful things to offer, and it is important that we own that. We really do. So, Steph, I hear you. Good evening, Anne. So, is it bad of me to push negative people away? Not necessarily, I wouldn't say. Like, if you don't want people in your life, then it's not bad of you. But I will say this. Um, I will say this. If we are pushing people away that are and maybe the negative thing, maybe we're pushing people away, we say they're negative, maybe it very well could be a lesson that we need to learn, right? So it's just using proper discernment. There's nothing wrong with cutting out toxic people. There's nothing wrong with releasing that. We don't have to put up with that toxicity, but at the same time, maybe we are being triggered, right? We're seeing something from an outside perspective that is actually reflecting back to us what is in within us, what is going on here within us, in our own body, in our own space, in our own whatever. And so yeah, we need to maybe look at that, and we don't have to keep those people in our lives, but it's a good lesson to be aware of, like, oh, maybe I'm like that, and that's why I'm being triggered here. That's being activated within me. So yeah. Oh my gosh, me too. I'm Northern California as well, but yeah, there's a lot of I think that's people don't really realize how much churchies are around here, and not necessarily the good ones. There's a lot of like, yeah. So yeah, I get it. California's awesome though. So awesome. Um, so any last minute thoughts? So mirror. I'm gonna shuffle and pull another card. Um, but I like it. It's a good time for us to pay attention to where we're getting activated, where we're getting triggered, what's really bothering us, and then maybe look within, say, okay, this is time for me to do something about my situation, and let me look at myself. Well, hello, Tanya. Good to see you. Good morning. Let me look, right? Let me look at in the mirror and see. Like, I can see that other people are behaving a certain way, but I am perceiving it maybe a very specific way based on my own experiences and how I think things are being expressed. So I need to look at myself in the long run, and see where this mirror is really directed at me, and I need to figure that out. Does that make sense? So let's pull another card. Let's see. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you showing up and talking. This is fun. I enjoy the work that we do together. This is a co-creative process, you know? It's not just me, it's us. Okay, so second card. Well, hello, Mona. Good to see you. Ooh, the second card. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for this? The initiation, the second card, the initiation. Let's find it here. This is just okay. Deviant Daily. These are just cards that we pull for a conversation. I'm not doing personal readings. If you want a reading, you can always book one with me. I do that as a profession, so you can message me. And I have various slots available. So yeah, I'm not doing a personal reading. So yeah, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So we went from mirror, who or what is triggering us, to the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Um, some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey of the soul pilgrim. The soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. Um, That didn't sound right, but that's how it's written. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all. Ooh, this is interesting. And we have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being or of safety. I am having like so many like work communication issues right now. So we are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? That's very interesting to me. That initiation comes after the mirror, right? So, you know, what's it say? And rite of passage, cross the threshold. I think we're like flirting. We're in this state of like vibration, this flirting, this flirtatious energy of what was and what will be. There's like this flirtatious experience where, this is how it was and this is how it could be, and where do we stand, where are we in that space. And so it's the mirror. It's like, okay, what is me and what is them? Like, what is really me and what is them? And how do I choose to be more of who I am and let go of the projections, let go of the things that bother me, let go of the things that holds me back? Because I realize, like, in order for me to move forward in life, in order for me to be happy, in order for me to do the things that I love, I have to choose it. And when I choose to be happy, when I choose to be loved, when I choose to enjoy my space, and when I choose to embody that and do a lot of what makes me happy and what is really in alignment with, again, what is truly important to me, I recognize that I lose. And it's not really a loss, but this is the terminology we can use right now. I realize that I will lose people who say they love and appreciate me, people who say they are close to me, situations that are important to me or were important to me. When I start doing more of what I love, when I start doing and fulfilling my obligation to myself, my soul, and I step into that, right? It's scary as fuck, y'all. It is so scary because we don't it's the unknown. When I start to choose more of me, right? When I start to be more confident in who I am, when I embrace myself and I start to do the things that are important, and I start to say the words and express what is important, and I stand my ground and I stand up for myself, and I start to embody that power. People around me are so uncomfortable. People around you are so uncomfortable. Some will adapt. Some will be proud. Some will not know what to think. They will be scared as well. And others will start to fall off. They will no longer be a part of our life experience. They very well could point the finger and condemn, right? They very well could have harsh words, but it has nothing to do with us. It does and it doesn't. Like, it's everything to do with us in the sense that we are choosing our story, we are choosing ourselves, and we are initiating into this new aspect of who we really are. And it has nothing to do with us in the sense that they want us to be something that they want us to be. It is their own projection of us, right? But that's not who we are. And so they can't handle that we are choosing ourselves. They can't handle that we are becoming more of our own own person, and so they don't like that, and they want us to conform to their idea of who we should be. And so they will walk they will walk the plank, y'all. They will go, they will leave. And it's sad for a time because we do tend we can lose people, um and I don't really consider it a loss, but we can lose people who are who we thought were important, and who were important for us for a time in our lives, right, in our experiences. But we're moving in a direction that is so much more exciting, right? Does that make sense? And so I'm so excited for this sort of initiation, because it's like at first it looks scary, and it's not just it looks scary, like it can feel scary, and it can feel painful because we don't know where we're headed. And so it's like, oh, there's sharp edges, oh my goodness, I just fell down and what a klutz. This sucks, it hurts, I'm sore, but then it's like, oh my gosh, it was so worth it. I learned through this process. Yeah, I'm a little tattered or whatever, but it's okay. Now that I'm learning to choose more of me, and I'm learning to invest into what is important to me, and I'm learning all of these things, and I'm building strength in myself, and I'm focused on what is important to me, and I'm growing, and I'm realizing that as I face the mirror, as I face my fears within myself, I choose myself and not what other people want from me, that it is scary at first, but then I'm like, oh wow, I'm living a life of integrity. I'm living a life that I want for myself, and I am happy as I cross that threshold. This is my rite of passage for this cycle of my life. And so when I get to a calmer space, right, and I'm like, I can appreciate the journey. It was rocky, and it is rocky, but now I see why it's worth it. Does that make sense? So today's, contemplation: who or what is triggering me, and what are they triggering, what am I being triggered by? How does it make me feel? What's coming up for me? What do I need to face? And what do I want? What do I want to be seen as? Like, how do I want people to receive me? What am I not being seen for, you know and I'm in a process of initiation. This is a rite of passage for us. This can be a very scary time. Don't know, don't know what's going on. Fear. And we have to give people, some time to adjust, but we also don't need to put up with people who want to dim our light, who want to silence our voices, who want to tell us how we should behave or act, or what we should think. We don't need to be around those people. We can say, look, this is problematic. You can't be telling me this. This is why. We can have conversations, but when we recognize that conversation is not going anywhere, that it's wasted, right? That we're not growing, we're not going to do anything with that conversation, then it's time for us to walk. It's time for us to focus on choosing us in that situation, and just realize, like, it's time to move forward. No longer am I going to invest so much time and energy into this situation, this experience, this person, because it's not headed anywhere. And I am initiating into a new phase of my life, and it requires me, right? It requires me to choose me. Okay. So any other thoughts? Any last minute thoughts that you want to share? Uh, I mean, if you want one, sure. Why not? Go for it. Attract it. Call it in. I like that. That's funny. So, okay. So I like that. I like that for our afternoon or evening contemplation. And if you have any last minute thoughts, feel free to share. If you're watching a recording of this, you feel free to share as well. You're more than welcome to express your thoughts. We're here to just start conversations and ask questions and to focus on growth, right? Moving forward. So the mirror, face the mirror. Now is the time. Look in the mirror and ask ourselves, like, what do we need to face right now? What's being reflected back? Do I like what I see? um and more so, it's like, do I like the person that I'm choosing to be, and am I not? And if I don't like the person I'm choosing to be, what can I do to change it? What can I do to shift it? So, and it's an initiation process right now for us. So, with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for showing up. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and recognize, at least over here, it's October 5th, 2021. So tomorrow, October 6th, 2021, at I think it's 4:05 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the new moon will hit Libra. So if you have new moon stuff that you want to contemplate, initiate it. I like to wait till I can see the moon, though. So I think about the things and I reflect and such, and then when I see the moon pop up, boom, I do my work. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. If you have any special requests for future videos, feel free to reach out to me, comment, let me know. I'm happy to help where I can. If you want to book a reading with me, I have various ways to do that. Message me. October books up fairly fast, so message me and we can book a reading, and we'll get that done for you. If you want to support this experience and future experiences, click the link in the description and find out various ways to do that. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning, because we do these twice a day. We do a morning and afternoon, Monday through Friday, and I will be back tomorrow morning. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, and I will talk to you later.